At the beginning of the story, we see a mischievous boy named Theo. He often tempted others with video games to do his homework for him. At home, he misbehaved by climbing the front pipe to enter his room through the window. One day, while eating a banana, he went to the patio and threw the peel down. A portal opened, and the banana peel disappeared into the air. When Theo didn't hear the peel falling down, he turned around to look. Confused, he went downstairs to ensure the peel wasn't there. Then Theo threw his skates downstairs. Then it happened again. They vanished into the air. Theo's astonishment grew. He threw a stone, which also disappeared. He went to tell his brother Oscar, to tell him about the portal. The two of them didn't have parents, so now they lived with their grandmother. Currently, Oscar was very angry with him, because Theo had torn pages from some of their mother's worn-out books and made paper rockets. Theo tried to explain that he had found a time portal, but Oscar felt that Theo was making fun of him. In reality, their mother had suddenly disappeared somewhere. On one hand, he thought she had run away with someone. Meanwhile, Oscar believes that she was a capable scientist who was researching time portals and might now be stuck in another time. He wanted to understand her research and bring their mother back. Now, the fight between the two brothers was escalating. Meanwhile, their grandmother gave them some. They were called to eat and stayed silent before grandmother, but once she left, they resumed arguing. Angry, Oscar and Theo exchanged common insults. In anger, Theo threw Oscar's turtle into the portal. Oscar, feeling restless, began searching for his beloved turtle everywhere. Unable to find it, Oscar put up missing posters for his turtle everywhere. Oscar was very close to that turtle. He became separated from it and kept crying. Soon Theo realized his mistake and decided to jump into the portal to fix everything. As soon as he jumped into the portal, Theo also reached the place where everything had arrived. What he had thrown into the portal was still there. The turtle was also there. Theo took the turtle and went home, then placed it back there. After that, he quietly fell asleep. But the next morning, something very strange happened. It was still there, but Oscar was off to work. Now Oscar was quite older. Theo had actually traveled from 1990 to 2022 with the help of that portal. As a physics professor, Oscar soon visited David's shop to purchase items. Shortly after, the shopkeeper's daughter, Alina, arrived. David and Alina have been good friends for a long time. David had been courting Alina since childhood, but could never express it. Alina had divorced and was now the mother of 2 children. But Oscar still had love for her in his heart. Alina is an English professor at Oscar's university. At home, Theo woke up and began searching for Oscar. He picked up the turtle and went to Grandma. Grandma had grown quite old, and she couldn't recognize Theo. When Oscar saw Theo, she was shocked. Oscar fainted. When he regained consciousness, he asked, "Are you really you?" Theo was also confused. He asked Oscar, "Who are you, and how do you know my name?" Oscar replied, "I'm your older brother." Theo was amazed to see that he is his older brother. "How did you become older, dude?" They learned Theo had somehow reached 2022. They were talking about the time when Oscar was angry with Theo over Mom's notebooks. Theo showed Oscar a picture of their mom in a red dress. Theo, worried, wanted to go back to 1992. He wanted to go back to 1992 because he feared that if he was late, Grandma would scold him. Theo reached the hatch so he could jump back into the portal. But as soon as he threw the stone, it didn't disappear. This portal had been shut in 2022. He got worried about how the portal could have been closed. Oscar explained to him that time travel isn't that simple. The path you used to come here doesn't necessarily allow you to go back through the portal. Now Oscar thought they would need to build a new portal so that they could travel back from 2022 to 1990. Keeping details to a minimum, Oscar took Theo to his senior professor. He explained that in 2022, science and technology had advanced significantly, but something like a time portal cannot exist. After hearing the professor, both brothers returned from there. Theo was quite amazed seeing the modern world. He looked at Oscar's phone and asked, "What is this?" Oscar explained that this is a phone, but unlike old phones, you don't have to dial numbers, nor does it have any wires. Oscar, calming Theo, said that, right now, they should focus on constructing the portal, whether he needs to go back to 1990 or not. Then, Theo told Oscar that he had found a handwritten list in Mom's papers. "When I tore up those research pages to build a rocket, I hid that dictionary to annoy you. Maybe there is something in it." They both asked Grandmother about that dictionary, and she said she had given it to David. The next morning, Oscar said he was going to meet David. and Theo was quietly told to stay at home and not go anywhere. But Theo secretly left the house and went to a large mall. Seeing the gadgets at the mall, Theo was completely amazed. In particular, he accidentally broke the VR headset while using it. Then Asker was called there, who had to compensate for all the damages. Asker scolded Theo for not listening, and then both of them started in David's department. To find the dictionary, David said that he had kept the dictionary at home. Then Alina arrived there. He was very surprised that Alina had grown up to be so beautiful. At that moment, Alina asked, "Who is this child? How does he know my name?" To which Asker lied and said, "He is the son of my cousin." Asker diverted the topic, and Alina invited them to her home, where her son and daughter were playing video games. Seeing these video games, Theo was very impressed and started playing with Alina's son, Jen. Asker found that list in the dictionary, so he told Theo that it was time to go home. But since Theo was having so much fun playing video games, Alina said, "You let him play for a while. I will come personally to leave him at your home." But while playing, Alina's children started making fun of Theo. Because he had no idea about today's video games. These people even asked Alexa for the time. So Theo and Asker went back and resumed work. Asker went to Chaff and explained that the list shows different portals, not specific locations. They faked items at those spots to locate the time portals. But they found nothing. Asker felt that he had made some mistake in the calculations and started recalculating. In the meantime, she asked him, "Why do you always stay alone without friends? And why haven't you told Alina your feelings?" Asker replied while making calculations, "Even though Alina got divorced, I don't think anything can happen between us." Without telling Asker, Theo messaged using Asker's phone to invite David, Alina, and David's children for dinner at home. When the people arrived at Darway's, Asker became angry, but Theo clarified he had called them, and Asker misunderstood. In this meeting, Asker and Alina became closer to each other. The next day, Alina also took Theo shopping to get him new clothes. In the trial room, Theo was making funny football commentary as usual. Alina remembered this action of his. She realized that this is Asker's younger brother, Theo. She hugged Theo and asked,
Comment for part 2, like the video, and subscribe.